business news now, and oil prices have fallen by nearly 7% after major producers failed to agree on measures to curb excess supplies. At a meeting in Qatar, the world's top exporter, Saudi Arabia, insisted it would freeze its production levels only if its regional rival Iran agreed to do the same. Iran did not show up at the meeting and said it would not commit to any curbs now that it's free of international sanctions. Let's get more on this. Craig Erlam is the senior market analyst at Market Pulse, and he joins me now from London. Craig, thank you for joining us now. Is this all because you have two top producers saying, I'll do it if you do it, and what you have right now is no one doing anything?
Well, the biggest issue that we have here is, yes, these are two major oil producers, but we've got Iran, who are only just returning to the markets and isn't currently producing anything near the levels it was producing before the sanctions were actually imposed on it. So it was always unlikely that Iran was going to agree to freeze output levels at these the January levels, simply because it wants to get things back to where they were before. The problem that we also have with this is we've got these geopolitical issues between Saudi Arabia and Iran, and that was always going to create some conflict at this meeting as well, if in fact Iran had showed up, which eventually it didn't. So I think a solution at this meeting was always looking increasingly unlikely.
Okay, so Iran wants to return to pre-sanction levels, but the fact that there was no decision agreed yesterday, I want to ask you this: can OPEC ever be as powerful as it once was?
It can, but it's unlikely to be in the short to medium term. I think for OPEC to function effectively, all members need to be on the same side, and at the moment we do not have this in place. In fact, if anything, we've got Saudi Arabia on the same side as Russia, but Saudi Arabia not on the same side as Iran, and that can't properly function if we are going to see this cohesive unit, which we've had previously, and which previously has been very powerful, but it seems that they're really significantly lacking that power that they've had in previous years. But if we can see them return to the same side, which isn't impossible, but it's unlikely for now, then yes, it can be a major power once again.
All right, Market Pulse's Craig Erlam, thank you for that update.